Any of us really here?
I mean, I'm here. Are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we're the company of Varonis.
Yeah.
Where else would we be?
I'm all here, which is why I'm not all there.
So I'm Leggy Starscream. I'm today's runner. Why don't we go ahead and get our wonderful couch to introduce themselves?
Oh god, we're gonna fight. Okay, hi, I'm Netara.
And I'm
And I love you both.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
All right, so, this is the Secret of Varonis. We've got, a nice spiel about Varonis, and there being a secret about it. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to name our party members. Since I don't have any incentives there, I'm just going to go ahead and pick some names. So we have our intrepid hero, Leggy. We're going to have...
Do I get to be a name?
Unfortunately, I only get 3 names for a very particular reason, unless you want to change your name to Millie for the course of the run.
I was gonna be a name, they can have mine. I'll just be the ominous voice over the top.
All right. Mike has been promoted to robot.
Yeah.
We're gonna strap a knife to you.
Yeah.
Several.
Don't worry, it's a safety knife, except for the people who oppose us.
Not kidding, actually. It's a big part of the run is putting specific swords on the robot at specific time.
It makes you faster.
This, Millie here, unfortunately, we cannot rename for reasons we'll get into in a little bit. This is Netara in spirit, because the last time I named Millie Netara, bad things happened.
Yay! I didn't break anything.
We have a couple of options here. We're going to pick casual mode, so that item uses will refresh when we go to inns, and we'll go to fixed mode, which has all of these features on it.
The major thing to note here is that this fixes a lot of the RNG. There's not, like, in other modes you get random encounters. This one puts the encounters on the map.
Time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I didn't accidentally hit an input and hit accept before I was supposed to. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. But yeah, the other thing that Fix does, it will fix combat RNG, so unless Leggy does things before fights, if a fight goes wrong and she has to reset, which may happen, then the RNG will occur in the same order, like the enemy actions and the player actions will, the enemy action will happen in the same order again. Mm-hmm. So that'll be important later as well, and we will definitely revisit that as well.
Yeah. This, the RNG is, a little rough, but the safety saves in this game are really, really nice. You can save anywhere at basically any time.
Those are the best kind of RPGs.
Right? So, plot-wise, the 2 twins from next door, Jonas and Janine, ran off to go adventuring several years ago, and now...
That you do.
That we're old enough, we're finally going to go off an adventure and figure out what the secret of Varonis is.
Yay!
Which we won't find out until the end of the game, obviously.
We're not going to tell you what it is, honestly. But more importantly here, we're going to be... This area is optional. You can walk around this dungeon, but we're going to loot some things. We're going to grab some items for the purpose of money and usage. And if there's single enemies that we run into, because it'll be fast, we're going to fight them. Each character in Varonis grows in a different way. Basically, how their stats go up is different. In particular, the Esper gains stats at random at the end of fights. You'll see the little pop-up box happen after the first fight, but not the second one, which says, hey, do you want an ability or do you want to, get stat points? The big thing that we want for Millie, our Esper, is hit points, because she starts with 20. She is exceedingly crispy.
That's so plenty.
Yeah, that's not enough for anything, really.
Yeah. And so, technically, I don't have to do any of these fights in here that I'm doing right now. But, marathon safety, I want to try and fish for a little bit of hit points early. I'm getting plenty of other stats, though.
Toxic Fang is new, haven't seen that before.
Not exactly useful right now, unfortunately.
Not the status effect that we really care about.
But yeah, while we run through this dungeon real quick, Mike, if you've got anything.
I always have something to say. Whether or not it's relevant is up for debate. So, what I would like to talk about is this lovely marathon we are being a part of. Prevent-A-Thon 5 is running in support of Little Warriors, a Canadian-based charity, which means your donations are being processed in Canadian dollars. But if you live in a different country, your donations will automatically be converted for you. To see a recent rate of exchange for US dollars and British pounds, you can type !rate in chat. That's !RATE. And I know from just traveling in the States not too long ago that there is an exchange rate.
Yeah, and speaking of rough fights and resets, I'm going to commit right now on stream that I will donate $1 per reset I have to do over the course of this run.
So we're hoping there's a bajillion resets. Got it.
Yes.
So here's our first re-equip. We're taking the sword that we got, our starter sword from our hero Leggy, and we have strapped it to the robot. The saber is a tier 4 weapon. It's like one of the best weapons you can get your hands on in the early game, and it scales with your agility. It also, on the robot, depending on what equipment your robot has, your robot gets stats that are proportional to the item level and the type of weapon. And since it's a tier 4 agility weapon, you also get more agility from it, so it multiplies itself in terms of power. But yeah, Knife on Roomba will be the strategy for a good 2/3 of the game, honestly.
Yeah, as it turns out, how the party creation in this game works is at the start of the game, you pick one leader and 3 follower members. I chose the human female as the leader because she's the only one who even gets a tier 4 weapon at all. All of the other human and espers do not get tier 4 weapons. So it is a significant boost to our power at this stage of the game.
Yeah, the big thing notably is that we are going to be using a shield, which is equipped to Millie to try to keep her alive. The big thing is that what shields do is they give you defensive stats, but when you use them in combat, they give you bonus defensive stats. Again, if we want her to get health, she has to survive the fight. If she dies, she gets nothing.
Seems unfair.
Yup. But yeah, for those of you playing along at home, you might be thinking by now, hey wait, this game looks and sounds kind of familiar. Didn't I play a game like this back in the 90s? And the answer is yes. This game is extremely heavily inspired by the Final Fantasy Legend series of games, which, you know, are technically the Saga series.
Yeah, there are systems in this game, primarily the primary combat system with the item uses and the equipment things that change your stats, and the different growths on different character types is very Final Fantasy Legend 2. Later on, we'll get some items that are straight out of Final Fantasy Legend 3 for magic spells and equipment. It's definitively, you know, in the realm of a modern reimagining, one might call it. A term I prefer to a lot of other terms that people use for games like these. Where it's not just trying to pay homage to what's come before it, but also do it in a new and interesting way, which I always find really interesting. And there's been a series of games that are like that. A lot of pixel type RPGs. I think about Chained Echoes. I think about like, you know, I think it's kind of a thing that started with like I Am Setsuna like 8 or 9 years ago in terms of games that were trying to pay homage to the past of RPGs, because RPGs have a long and rich history going all the way back to as far as, in terms of video games, 1980. So, you know, while we're here 45 years later, we might as well enjoy it while we're doing it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so you remember when we were talking about knife on Roomba strats? We're going to strap all the knives we just bought to the Roomba.
Does the Roomba get promoted every time they get an enemy with it? Because I thought that was the rule.
Yeah. So, I don't know what promotion schema we're using.
Got it. More
Your name is
weapons,
now-
equal agility up. Yeah.
Your name is now Sergeant Mike.
Sergeant Mike. Yeah, exactly.
I've been promoted. That's amazing.
Don't worry, you're gonna keep getting promoted too.
At least until the end when you get removed from the lead role. But for
Don't
now-
tell them that.
Oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell them that? That's the actual secret.
Is
That's
that
the
the
actual
secret?
secret of Varonis, yes.
So, are you familiar with the term linear fighters, quadratic wizards?
I'm not sure I want to understand.
It's a D&D thing.
Yeah, basically, fighters grow linearly. You know, they get +1 attack every level. Wizards get weird and more powerful magic as they level.
As it should be.
And don't
And then there are
worry,
those of us
we
who
will
are-
get weird and powerful magic.
The best.
But yeah, so we've been gathering these relics of Varonis. It's like a flashlight and a scuba suit. They're the relics of Varonis, and we're using them to go around our world and find clues to what the secret of Varonis is. If we talk to people, we'll get a lot of this information on what the secret of Varonis potentially could be. We ain't got time to talk to people. We are skipping talking to like everybody who is not like required.
In our
Also,
way.
David's back. We don't even know who David is, but he's back.
He was locked
He
in the
looks-
Airseed Shrine.
Yeah, yeah.
Now he's
there.
got hit points. Also, apparently the augur is guarding Varonis, just standing in front of Varonis.
As one
The
does.
secret of Varonis is it's right there.
It's right there.
It's been there the whole
It's so cool.
time.
It's been there the whole time.
See, I clearly didn't know what I was here for because I thought this was going to be Final Fantasy Legend 2. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's actually. And welcome to a game changer. Tonight's guests, us, all of us. Good luck.
Is this boss fight a good time to jump in?
It is almost over, but now is a good time to jump in regardless.
Fantastic. Well, we have a donation here from Torakasi. $25 and a comment. Oh, it's going to a character bid war for Thief.
Ooh.
Yes. So the comment is, good luck, Leggy, and hey to you and Demi and Netara. Glad to see you doing this.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. Thank you.
Hi, friend. So we stop at the end to heal up because we've kind of taken some hits. We could talk to the person who's blocking the stairs there and get some more information, and they'll move out of the way. Or you can jump over their head.
Yeah, why talk when you can jump?
Yeah, that is one of the few like NPC blockers that you could actually jump over.
Nice.
Yep. Go ahead.
But for those of you familiar with the Final Fantasy Legend games, you'll notice there's meat shops now. We can buy meat, and this allows us to do a lot of careful control of our monster evolutions, because monster changing is deterministic in this game. If you eat meat, you turn into that monster. So by buying skunk meat in the shop, I was able to turn my monster into a skunk who has the ability Stench. Stench is really useful.
That's.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's way better than just from L2,
Yeah.
where you're just like, well, it depends. There's a whole grid.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, I do love the endgame monster roulette in L2.
But it certainly is a roulette.
Yep.
Yeah. The big thing here in particular is that there's a meat shop because in fixed mode, encounters don't respawn. You can theoretically run out of encounters in this mode. So the meat shop is there as a safety valve to make sure that you can still get meat even when there's no enemies. But since we're speed running, we just want to be a skunk, so we get to be a skunk.
As it should be.
See, this is why I'm a vegetarian.
Absolutely. We hop in here, we grab a musket, which we're going to use for a couple fights, but primarily it's for monetary purposes. A lot of the chests are being opened because the primary piece of this run is going to be money routing at junctures through the game. So the big thing that we're doing here, though, is we've come into this shrine, and the Oracle told us, hey, we got to break this mirror to save our friends. But guess what we got? That's right. 7 years of bad luck. Good job.
We don't need it anyways. We make our own luck.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the RNG in this game? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look,
No way, we're fine.
making your own luck is just like rolling your own cryptography. Don't do it.
Make my own luck.
This sign can't stop me because I don't know how to read.
The whip. You get the shield and the musket and the potion and the
You make
save.
a safety.
Is this another good time to jump in?
Yeah, if you got something quick.
Oh, I do. I have another $25 donation from VAgent0 saying, "I've been here the whole time," in Netara speak. That is all caps. And it is also a donation to the Witch class. Those bids are for Selkuth Mind's run of Dicey Dungeons. There is a bid war going on for whether she's going to be playing with the Thief, Witch, or Warrior. And the Warrior, currently Sel's fastest character, according to the notes, has no money donated to it yet. So any Warrior fans out there, let's see some donations.
Gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So here's Rudra. Rudra comes in with 2 swords, claims, "I am a god, you can't kill the gods." Guess what, friends? We're about to prove Rudra wrong. We turned into a skunk here so that we could get the stench ability. Essentially, the skunk's job here is you stench the left sword a bunch so that it loses a bunch of strength and can't hit you anymore. And then you start, as you can see, that did 0. And then you start stenching Rudra so that Rudra can't hurt us anymore. And you kill the right sword so the right sword can't kill you anymore. And that's how you win this fight. Rudra gets a different combat script if you kill both sets of swords. That's why you just use Stench to basically nullify its effects, and we swing away with the Saber on the robot and the Lightning, the Shock Staff that we bought earlier from the Esper to deal about 100 damage a turn. And this fight is honestly of all the fights in the game, pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Boss has 750 HP, so, just gotta make sure we chew through it.
Yep. Now Rudra's strength is down to 1, so when Rudra does things like, well, not bow, projectile weapons don't care about your strength because they actually use your agility. But if he uses five heads or one of the multi-hitting physical attacks, it'll do no damage.
Yeah, and that is unfortunate. This is one of the fights where there is a guaranteed HP up for the Esper, so Millie's gonna... This might be a little bit of a spicy one.
Ooh, don't love that. You can do it, Millie.
Yeah. One of the nice features about this game is you'll notice the HP bar on the enemy. The number of question marks denote the number of digits in the boss's current health. So that's useful for, just tracking how far along in the fight you are.
Hey, Leggy, have you ever had 20 hit points still after that fight in one of your runs of this? This seems kind of scary.
It's okay, I'll keep taking optionals.
She's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
So the actual secret of Varonis is there's a giant tower sticking right up through the middle of Varonis, and after breaking the mirror, and killing Rudra, we now have access to the Great Tower, and we're gonna climb it because,
That's what you do.
Final Fantasy Legend 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, importantly, our skunk also has the ambush ability, which allows us to get first strikes in battle. This is exactly as good as it sounds, because it does give you the auto run, like in a lot of earlier RPGs.
Yep. Poke our nose out, though, here of the sealed world of the tower to grab a full heal so that we don't die. Then we resume our climb.
Nope.
I was gonna start chanting if it dropped.
So that
Like,
one
maybe not
was an
this time.
optional one. This one is going to be deterministically dropping.
Nice.
Eat the meat. Eat the meat.
meat.
Eat the meat.
No!
Ooh.
So it says it's killer meat, So technically that's a humanoid enemy, and humanoid enemies are not supposed to drop meat. So if you eat that meat, it is, in fact, run killer meat.
Oh.
It's a soft lock.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the what I take it it's not supposed to drop that
Correct.
then.
That is a bug that will be fixed. The devs have been working on a major update patch, and that is one of the things on their radar.
Nice.
Are they going to make
Thank
a
you,
killer not
devs.
drop meat?
Sorry, you're talking, Debbie.
No, go ahead. Sorry. I didn't
No,
realize you
no,
were
you're-
thanking the devs.
No, I was just saying thank you, devs. Hard work.
Yeah,
The devs are cool.
yeah, shoutouts to the devs for this game. They've been nothing but wonderful to myself and Inven, the two speedrunners of this game. Please, we'd love to have a third.
And it could be you.
The two speedrunners so far.
I am sorry. I'm
Exactly.
a randomizer specialist these days.
I play 14. That's where I live, so.
Okay, so I
Yeah, we're-
need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a return.
The return is an item that lets you teleport. The interesting thing, and I know that Leggy had discovered this by accident, is that as you can see, when you use it, it will teleport you back to the world map. The big thing is that it's an item that isn't consumed from your inventory. You can actually equip it. We're not going to, but when you use it, it just sits in your inventory as return 0. And when we rest, because we're on casual mode, it will reload.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, now we are going to attack. We're going to equip some bows. They give us more agility. As you can see, if you were able to see the description, it went by pretty quickly. It does say bows do fixed damage. They actually don't do scaling damage. I have a mistake from earlier, but that's why when Rudra shot Millie, that's why she just died, because stats don't matter.
Yeah.
Bows and guns also have reduced accuracy, though.
Yep. So if you're lucky, the bow shot will miss, but
Yeah.
Gotta get
So we're
lucky.
here. So we found the Castle of the Wolf. We realized that the Wolf and the Worm have been locked in eternal warfare. So we do what we must to try and realize that they are both gods, and you know what we do to gods in this game.
You destroy them.
yay!
So we enlist in the army of the Wolf because it's going to give us the chance to get close to the Worm so we can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it dead.
Yay! Wait, but
We're
I thought
gonna
Godslayer
overturn-
was a different game.
Yeah, Godslayer is a different game. It's a good game.
It can be this one too.
I have a copy of it. I have a copy of it on our shelf.
True.
That reminds me. Hey, Leggy, do you know where the copies of the games that we bought at RPG Limit Break are?
I
I'll-
don't remember where yours is. Mine is in my purse.
Oh, mine's also in your purse. Okay. Hi, everybody. We're definitely hashing out other things as well. Mostly, I picked up a copy of Advanced War's Dual Strike that I want to play again. But this is a Varonis speedrun. We're not talking about Advanced War.
We're not.
The Advanced War speedruns
Sorry.
are actually really good. I mean, sorry, focusing.
That doesn't sound like us.
You know what we could be talking about instead
Go ahead and tell me.
is what you could be doing with your wonderful donations. There are, from what I can tell, 2 bid wars and an incentive open, I think. At least 2 bid wars. There's a color choice for Spyro the Dragon, which I think is coming up. Well, or maybe I've got the schedule wrong. Anyway, there's a character bid war for certain coming up for Selkuth Mine's run of Dicey Dungeons. So when you donate, please remember, go down to the bottom of the page and be sure to select a bid war or an incentive to attach your donation to, and then tell us all about it.
Finally!
Hit points. Yeah, notably now you can see that the robot swung the saber for over 100 damage that fight. As we strap better gear to the robot, that number is going to keep going up. But yeah, also for Dicey Dungeons, I like the witch run because I'm awful and want to see the hard run. Also best hat.
I forget, Netara, have you played Dicey Dungeons at all?
I have not.
Okay. So I was gonna ask if you had an opinion on the boudoir.
Nope.
My opinion is...
Whichever one is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, my opinion is... Wait, which characters are in the boudoir again?
Thief, Witch, and Warrior.
Warrior here.
I mean, Warrior's faster, so speedrunners, aren't we morally obligated to pick that one?
And
Yeah, but we're donating for a marathon, so we're morally obligated to pick the slowest one so we get more self-youth mind.
See? So which one do you think is more important? Do we gotta go fast, or do we need more marathon?
or you can join me for the chaos and go thief.
Ooh, we just want to steal things.
Yeah, like hit points. I want to steal more hit points.
Yeah, please. Please give them to me. I need.
Now, I got excoriated on the interview this morning when I suggested that perhaps we should be saving animals instead of saving frames. So now you're turning around and saying that we need to go fast? What's going on here?
Listen, I'm not the one who yelled at you.
Not this time.
No, true. Next time.
So other things that we've picked up along the way here, we did pick up a scarf. All of the accessories in this game are very important because they give you attack type immunity. We kind of really actually wish we had the scarf earlier, but we didn't. It gives you protection from projectile weapons.
Also, is anyone else impressed about how fast Leggy is going through that maze? I'm just looking at it going, I'm lost, and she's just going through like a pro. This is speedrunning, folks.
Yeah, I will say that the maze here in this world is definitely one of the more complicated things.
Yeah, I bet.
The devs have posted a map in the Discord server to be like, and here's where you're supposed to go for where we're headed as soon as we leave this place.
Yeah.
We keep grabbing these stones that we can't use right now, but they're like the earth stones, the white stones, the black stones. There's 6 of them total types. There are 2 for the colors, white and black, and there's 4 elemental stones. We grab a very specific set of them through the game. We can't use them for a while, but we need them, so we're grabbing them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not mana. That's a different series. Don't worry about it.
Rax.
Rax.
But yeah, we come all the way back to Wolf's Castle now after having come through the Worm's Castle, getting captured, leaving, breaking some people out. We're gonna grab some more treasure chests here because stuff. We like stuff.
Yeah. For instance, we pick up this fur armor here because it provides a ice immunity.
I thought we grabbed it because it's comfy and easy to wear.
No, it's not short sleeve.
Oh, it could be fur shorts. You never know.
Yeah.
Netara's right. It could be.
All in fashion these
But I
days,
thought-
in the middle of summer.
I thought it was the boots with the fur.
I mean,
Can't
that
believe I'm
too.
agreeing with Netara.
Yeah, right?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
we're
I'm
broken
in
up right now. You're
trouble.
not
You two are
allowed-
agreeing? Oh god.
I was gonna say, legally, you're not allowed to agree with me. We're broken up right now.
Fair. We also grab
Yeah.
a silver armor, which is not comfy or easy to wear, but gives us good defense, so we're living the life.
We love the color.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks amazing.
It's shiny.
Shiny.
Okay, more
Love
mana.
shiny.
I don't hate that.
Nope.
That'll be helpful in the for the mid-game stretch before
Yeah.
we get to the late game.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the stat priority for Esper is starts with hit points, followed by, I'd say defense and agility are about equal, then mana, then strength. In like
Yeah, not
Dead
dying
Last.
is a really good stat, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we come up here. We gotta do a little equipping here. We can, help keep people alive.
Also, shoutouts to the art in this game. Like, these portraits just look amazing.
Right?
But yeah, we do some safety gearing here. We come up here and Jonas is just like, Jonas is here to fight the wolf, and as you see, the wolf is 2 tiles tall, and you know what that means.
Bad.
Evil.
Tall? You can be as tall as you want, as long as you're not 2 tiles tall. The instant you're 2 tiles tall, that's it. I'm sorry, we have to stop you.
What about the worm back there?
So,
I mean, they're like 3 tiles wide or more, so I think that counts.
so yeah, So the wolf and the worm get together and realize that we're god killing, and they're like, you know, we should get together and stop this from happening, because that would be very bad for us, because we're gods. We don't want to die.
No, fair, I guess.
Possible annoyances in this fight. There's an attack there that you just saw go off, but it did not hit the robot, which reduces agility. If Mike's agility goes down, it is very problematic, because it will reduce our damage output for the entire fight.
Yeah, and given that Mike is our primary DPS.
You can do it, Mike.
Those who know me know my agility is not that great to begin with.
It is now. Don't tell the people. We know.
No one's strapped a crossbow to me yet, so
Yeah, we could maybe one day.
that's clearly the problem.
One day, if you're a really good Mike, you too can have a crossbow strapped to you.
But yeah, we put the fur armor on so that we don't take damage from Fenrir's AoE ice attacks. We have Glepnir here. Hopefully we got off enough stenches for this to not do a lot of damage, which we really didn't. Having my character die is not ideal, because you want to keep stenching Fenrir, because once the worm is dead, it just uses Glepnir every turn. It's an attack that does good physical damage, but also applies stun, which can be very annoying, could cause you to lose turns on your robot, which is a pain.
Yeah.
Thankfully the robot's generally fast enough, but now the robot is dead. Now the robot.
Oh no, robot.
Don't know how close I am, but I'm gonna push.
Yeah.
Attacking Lara is fine, because she could take a couple of these.
Oh, we
Thanks,
are so
Lara.
close.
You're
We're
right
fine.
there.
We're fine.
We are so there.
We're so in there.
Oh, why did you have to attack Millie with Glepnir right at the end?
07.
Can you not? Can you not?
Nice.
She needs hit points. So
No, she's
weak.
fine. Don't worry
Fine,
about it.
all right.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
could
if you-
possibly go wrong.
If the monster doesn't die there and you keep stenching, the Glepnirs do eventually do 0 damage pretty quickly.
It's pretty great. Yeah, I'm gonna heal up. And now I'm running the wrong way, because of course I am.
Listen, you just need some extra steps.
Yeah, it's RNG manipulation in the fixed
Yeah.
RNG mode.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
Did the thing. Like, he did the...
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're back in the tower. I
What the
think,
heck you
you know what the tower means?
Gotta go up.
Gotta talk to Mike. Hey, Mike,
That too.
we're in a tower. You want to do some talking?
Oh, I can do lots of talking.
I
Yay.
believe in you.
All right. So, we are here if you're just tuning in. Oh, you believed in me. And here we are.
I mean, I'm definitely turning in.
Yeah, right. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Prevent-A-Thon 5.
Oh no.
You can come and join our clearly supportive community and find out when we are prepping for future events. By joining our Discord, you can type !Discord in chat to get an invitation link right now. That is !Discord. Anytime. And trust me, this is a good community and I have lots of fun in it.
Okay, so now we're coming to a really, really terrifyingly important part of the run.
You can do it.
Okay, that looks right so far. So because starting RNG is pretty deterministic, I think that's right. I'll know after this one.
Yeah, my brain went, why don't you take the defense against fire there? And my brain also went, you can't, or this doesn't work.
Oh no, it works. You just have to override the defense against fire.
Yeah, to take the ability that you need.
Okay, we are at the right point. Nothing is ruined. Everything is good.
That HP up is
We in there.
guaranteed. That HP up is guaranteed if we are on the right path here, but this is why we couldn't rename Millie at the start of the run, because we need to get some specific abilities here. The guaranteed HP is nice, but we're going to get an ability that's way, way more important here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
particular.
when... Go ahead.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You were supposed to get an ability there
Yeah. What?
Wait, was it from? It's not from the siren, right?
No, it was from that fight.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
God.
You didn't even name Millie Netara this time. It's not my
Right?
fault this time. Oh, is it because Millie's dead?
No, she wasn't dead the last fight.
Okay.
Yeah, and Millie's deaths don't actually matter. I don't think. We're just gonna...
Try it again.
Yep.
Yep.
Luckily, this doesn't work. There are backup strategies.
Yay! Did we break it again by naming the robot Mike? Is it Mike's turn to be at fault?
Shouldn't be.
No, I know, but I gotta blame someone.
Right? This looks right.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Don't worry, we got this. It's easy.
Okay.
It's okay, I'm a convenient target.
Because you're wonderful.
So we're just gonna... Maybe it's because I forgot to do this. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Right, because you get. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get it right there. So, I was supposed to get the ability Gaze there, which is a single target confuse. Did not get it. I've done this before, but...
Right, because you get detect there normally.
Yeah.
All the other abilities were there just fine.
Yeah, so I am very confused, but you know what? We'll keep going. You know,
We got this. You got this.
no reason to not just push on and push forward.
And you know, if you are watching the stream and you're impressed with this live tech learning and button rerouting, this might be a good time to donate. We're here in support of the Little Warriors, a charity, Canadian charity supporting children and adult survivors of sexual abuse. The name Little Warriors was inspired by a painting. The spirit of a warrior lives within every victim of child sexual abuse. Like a warrior, these children also need help, compassion, support, and love of many people, like a tribe, to overcome the many obstacles they will face. And we're all here helping Leggy support, give Leggy the help, support, and compassion that we can here. Different cause, but also good.
Super important.
Well, now we're in Los Angeles.
Okay.
God, how do we end up in LA? Traffic is real bad. Took us a while to get here.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I think we got here pretty fast for LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the prince is definitely suspicious as our as our party's like, yo, that prince seems kind of weird. I think he's a god?
No way, it's not possible.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh yeah, we come down here into the basement where we find
Secret tunnel.
Secret.
you're not supposed to be able to go that way, but we end up doing it because it's faster. It takes us to the resistance base.
I mean, they left the door open, and I just happened to know it was there.
It's
I mean,
a casual playthrough. You may not know that that is there and open to you.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we meet the resistance. We get Zakuma, who
Hi, Resistance.
Zakuma was a man. Well, he was more of a
Dragon
dragon.
man?
Yeah.
It's more of a dragon man.
Mm-hmm.
We love dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, Zakuba joins us because, you know, the resistance has a hobby. You know what their hobby is? Resisting.
That's one does.
Pop in there, refresh the return.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing a very specific box there for some healing items.
Yeah, look at all these treasures.
We're gonna grab this one because it's an Earth Rock, and then we're gonna grab
This one.
Nope.
This one.
No.
That one.
That one. Nailed it.
Yeah. As it turns out, everything outside of the 4 boxes that I grabbed are empty.
That's sad.
But if you open them all, you get an achievement, and everyone loves achievements. So
Yeah.
you run up to this base. So you run up to this base because we're here too. We need to sabotage a power plant because this is Final Fantasy VII. And we run up to the guards and we're like, maybe they'll let us through. And Zakuba's like, I want to kill you all.
Rude.
And so we're like, okay, we're here now. But also, we get the greatest jam in the game, in my opinion.
Always love good jams. Playable Golbez. I love playable Golbez. Wait.
No, stay focused on the game in front of us. This is not
Okay.
Dicey Dungeons.
Okay. Playable Golbez isn't in Dicey Dungeons. That's free enterprise. I mean, you're right.
Oops.
You're absolutely right. I apologize.
But we're going to unlock some doors with this key that we found. We're going to get another key.
Is there a horse in the way? That's great.
Yeah.
Of course.
Also, I love how tiny the treasure chests are. They're just wee. They're so small.
We are going to get another HP up for the human.
Yep. The humans level up with items that you can get. You can either buy them in shops or you can find them in the world. That is how the human gets stats, because every character type gets their stats in a different manner.
I did hear Dicey Dungeons get mentioned.
You did.
I did.
did?
Yeah. I should point out that there is a character bid war for Dicey Dungeons. The Thief, the Witch, or the Warrior. And Cell is going to have to play with one of those characters. Currently, the Thief and Witch both have $25 donated to them, with nothing for the poor Warrior, who is the fastest run. So, if you're interested in donating, that is something you could be donating towards.
You
Yeah,
want to go
good call.
fast.
Gotta go fast.
But yeah, we get arrested, but you know what we're gonna do, because we're the resistance. That's right. We're gonna break out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about the woman who, is definitely Janine helping us break out. Janine's kind of in a weird spot. She's, our friend and our, neighbor, I guess. But she's working for the Prince of Angels.
Who is definitely not evil.
Nope. And now,
Well, it can't be if Janine's working for him.
right?
Alright, but we gotta flip some switches here to gain access to the next area.
So while I do this incredibly difficult puzzle, hey Mike, you got anything else?
I always have something. It'll just take me a moment to find it. Yeah, so those of you who are watching, would like to thank you all for watching Prevent-A-Thon. This is a speedrunning marathon in support of Little Warriors, a Canadian-based charity focused on awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. And we even have, though I don't believe it's today, we even have a Prevent-A-Thon in additional languages. We have a Japanese restream starting tomorrow, I believe, which is a channel dedicated to restreaming RTA events such as GDQ and RPG Limit Break in Japanese. You can view their coverage of the event by going to twitch.tv/Japanese_restream or by typing !restream in chat. That is !RESTREAM.
And definitely slam a follow. That is such a cool service. And, I am always incredibly blown away by the work that, covering a game being run in a language you don't necessarily speak, by runners who aren't speaking the language you speak either. It's just really impressive.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So we come back, we talk to Avon again. He's like, y'all need to really destroy this power plant, guys. Come on, let's do this thing. And Zakuba's like, yeah, we got it this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Zakuba's going for the power plant directly while we're going for the mines that power it. You know, two-fanged approach, keep the enemy off guard, you know, good resistance tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Never tell people where the other members of the resistance are, etc., etc.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, we go into the gate depot, we talk to this robot, and it's just like, yo, you want to go to the mines? Like, yeah, we're here to work.
No.
And by work, I mean, you know, kill everybody and break your machines.
Ah, that seems mean of us.
Well,
I mean,
don't worry, we don't actually have to kill anyone here, and in fact, most of the miners here, you know, are conveniently leaving things around for us and giving us helpful hints, like this guy saying, maybe now's the time to go grab that weapon cache.
That's really nice of them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, miner
he did, in
friends.
fact, he did in fact stash a machine gun for the resistance.
Mhm.
Heck
So yeah,
yeah.
a lot of these monsters are aligned with the resistance because, you know, not this one though. This one's not. Because, you know, they also want to live in a free society and be free from the chains of the horrors of working in a power plant for the prince, who is definitely not evil.
Nope.
Yeah, working any job with, you know, correct safety measures and appropriate reimbursement, we love that. That's important to our society. People being taken advantage of for these roles, not cool. We don't love that.
Yeah.
They don't have OSHA in Varonis, is what we're trying to say.
And they should.
And unfortunately, that's not the secret.
Oh, no, that's pretty obvious, unfortunately.
Yeah, so after we sabotage the 4 turbines, also, if you pick this game up, definitely talk to everyone in there. Their dialogue is great. We get teleported back to the resistance base and get told, hey, Zakuba hasn't come back from attacking the power plant. You should go see what's up.
So yeah. And he also reminds us that we have to destroy the power plant. That's our job, and we need to do it. Maybe we should be better at our job.
Wow, rude.
I don't like this Avon character. He seems terrible.
Yeah. You know what? Power plant, definitely important. But let's go shopping.
Yay, shopping.
Good town theme, by the way, here. My favorite town theme.
Whoop.
Actually, you know what?
But first we need...
I'm gonna experiment with something real quick.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, because one thing you can do is buy meat and feed it to your Esper to learn new abilities. So I'm just checking to see if there's anything fun here. Seems like it's a lot of O Thunder,
Yeah.
but you know, both worth checking out. You know, always gotta have those backups on mind because we're kind of flying a bit by the seat of our pants right now.
Maybe if we find a plague rat or something.
Use that on Esper. The robot. You get the diamond glove.
I have a diamond glove. Because then I have really strong hands.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never get hurt.
Mm-hmm. So we can sell this, this, that, this. Cool, that's everything. And with that, we buy a katana. And we get our first actual weapon upgrade for our robot.
Nice.
Crossbow. and return. Okay.
Shopping done.
Yep.
Woo!
Power plant time.
It just is unassuming cylinder on the map.
And as we show
And
up,
they're
the
like-
prince is like, "Hey, are you here to tour the power plant? Well, we just dealt with a little disturbance." Mwahaha. Definitely not evil.
Yeah.
And Janine's like, no, Prince is evil. You got to get out of here. And we're just like, nah, we're breaking in.
We got this.
Not evil enough.
We got this.
We got this. We're fine.
You and me.
All right. Yeah, you still have a potion equipped, so we're gonna use that to heal up. We're going to equip an X potion to you so that you've got the ability to do some healing. We're gonna save again. And so this is one of the first fights where Gaze is very useful. The boss here has very low magic resist, so it can be used to really lock down this fight. But that's not going to be the case here, so we're going to have to play it a little interesting way.
You got it. That just looks like a big friend.
Yeah, we find Robot God, basically.
Hello.
Yeah, luckily we did get something nice earlier, which is fire resistance for Millie.
Well, that is helpful.
Okay. And this is a little not great already, but we'll see. We'll see if we can make it work.
I have faith.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt if it's a tense moment, but if there's a good time for me to mention something, I would be happy to do so.
Yeah, now's a good time. I think I've got this locked in a pretty good pattern.
It seems to be going all right. I just wanted to point out that a new donation incentive has opened up for the upcoming run of the Parking Garage Rally Circuit. A new set of tracks that the tracks from the Steam Workshop, recreations of tracks from other racing games such as Revolt, Mario Kart Arcade GP, Banjo-Kazooie, Sonic, and more. So, if you're going to make a donation, you can remember to go down to the bottom of the page and assign your donation to that particular incentive if you like. We're looking for $100 for it, and we currently have none of that.
Yeah, definitely if you're donating, don't forget to attach that incentive, because, like, donating is really cool, but getting a fun incentive for donating is even better.
Who wouldn't want a fun incentive?
Right? And put it towards night so we can go real fast. I'm over here influencing votes.
Well, I don't know how well that influencing is going, because in the bid war, there's still no money attached to the warrior for self-run. Yeah?
No, we need the warrior.
All I'm going to
need to
say
leave.
is runner's choice is whatever piece of the bid wars in last.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going
I do
much
love
better than the
Uber.
last attempt.
Love it.
One thing I'm doing is just trying to keep an eye on whether or not both enemies remain paralyzed or not. And if either of them healed off their status condition, I want to try and reapply it ASAP.
yeah, the left bit will continuously heal the machine, but we do just need to really just pour on the damage here.
Yeah, and right then at the end of last turn, both of them remove the paralysis status. It is more important that we re-paralyze the machine. Healing is fine. Like, it's not great, but we can out-damage it. The machine getting turns to do attacks is bad. And you'll notice that, you know, on turns where they're both still paralyzed, I've got room to use the LMG with the human. And machine's about to go down.
Yay!
Yeah.
Robot God is dead.
Bye, Robot God. We missed you already. No, we don't.
But yeah, we rescue Zakuba because we're the best.
Yeah.
Are we the GOAT?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
I mean, maybe later. Right now, I'm a weird fish monster.
It's true, though.
It is kind of accurate.
Bimpsh.
Cool, but Bimpsh. But yes, we use our powers to slay Robot God, and now we're gonna top off again. And we should probably report the resistance that we saved Zakuba and killed Robot God.
We did it. Good job.
It's fine. See?
No,
they
actually,
can't whip
we're
us.
Yay!
David's back.
Woo!
And our home world's under attack by another god, Ares.
That's good.
Where Avon then reroutes the gates that you can get back. You can get back home. So it's tower time again.
Yeah, if I don't immediately run back into it.
Call it a speedrun trick. You're manipulating RPG again, or RNG again.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, we're gonna hop up here. We're gonna grab an electric sword. We're gonna do a little bit of looting for money purposes. And then we're gonna keep on rolling down this pathway here.
We are also going to pick up one of the actually huge pieces of equipment we're going to get in here, which is the Thunder Shield, which is the first AoE shield we can pick up during the run. Not only does it buff the defensive capacity of the holder, it buffs the whole party.
Huge fan.
Letting us block electric attacks, unsurprisingly. But yeah, Leggy knows the path through this because speedrunning, but you can kind of see that there's weird floor textures. It's hard to see when we're in motion, but there's a specific path you have to take to get to the things. That's a mongoose.
More like a gone goose. Got him.
Woo, HP, let's go.
On. Woo! I hear rumors we need that.
Anyway,
But yeah, now we're in...
good.
We're in the ruins of Varonis because Varonis got wrecked up by the prince.
That's not very nice.
The prince, not of Varonis.
They must be a very blue prince.
Now, there's not much random about it. Oh my god, my movement, please. Okay, gonna reorder the party real quick, because ideally, the only reason we really wanted Millie in the front there was her magic resist to fire. For this fight, we want her in the back, because... Hi, Ares!
So Ares is a jerk and thinks that he is invincible. So what we need to do here is we kill the left enemy because the left enemy can hurt us. If we get skeletons, it's bad. We're hoping that we get another enchanter because that would mean that all we have to do at that point is run and we'll win the fight, guaranteed.
So, it's an RNG fest seeing which enemies pop up here. And not much in the way of strategy. I'm just kind of holding A until I can either start running or the fight ends in a couple of turns. So, Mike, you got anything?
Got a few questions, I suppose. I'd like to know what got you into this game and what's your connection to it?
Yeah.
What made this a good speedrunning game for you?
That's an interesting question. So, I found out about this game not too long before it released. because I forget exactly where I saw the initial post about it, but I saw a post on social media that said, "Hey, we're making a game very closely based off the Final Fantasy Legend series," and I'm like, "Great! I love speedrunning the Final Fantasy Legend series, specifically Final Fantasy Legend 2." So I basically bought the game day one, played through it with a couple of folk, Neon Grey and Inven being two of the major ones, and like all three of us knew from day zero that we were going to sit down and route the speedrun for this. So basically, I saw it before it came out, it was a good game, and I'm like, yes, I wish to speedrun this, and I've never looked back.
That for all of us.
Yeah, makes sense. And Neon Grey sending a heart in chat.
Yay!
I also have another question. I was promoted to Sergeant earlier in the run. Chat, what rank do you think I should end up as?
I mean, you've definitely killed, helped us destroy a bunch of enemies now. So, could be. You've definitely been promoted since, for sure.
Oh well, yeah.
You're now rank 4. Congratulations.
Rank 4.
Is there any rhyme or reason to these promotions? Absolutely not.
Those are the best ones. The more nonsensical, the better.
But we do grab a nicer knife. We do grab a nicer knife for Mike here.
I can always use a nicer knife.
You call that a knife? Anyway.
This is a Roomba.
Anyhow. This is a knife.
Anyway, we're running through this cave because we have to. We'll be picking up some loot along the way, including popping into some extra caves for some extra loot.
Goods and services can be exchanged for money.
Oh, I was right.
Godslaying is a service.
Yeah, we do that for free.
We do that for fun. RPGs, baby. That's the best of it. Yeah, as you can see now, our robot's doing 244 damage with that cat claw.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's our hometown. We're not going there.
Bye home, bye home.
There's a lot of plot there. We don't believe in the plot, because, The
only plot I believe in is the plot to destroy the gods.
Let's go!
Yeah. Get them. They know what they did. Actually, I don't think they do, but,
They should know what they did. In a perfect world, they would.
It's almost worse.
I believe at least one of them will monologue and tell us what they did. But we're gonna hop back in here. We're gonna grab that water crystal because we need that later. For
Traditionally, monologues are more for telling people what you're going to do.
Yeah, right? Oh, so question. So we're picking up those crystals. Are they like in Legend 2 where if you miss even one of them, you're kind of hecked for later?
No.
Or is there like some extra ones? Are they some of them optional?
So all of these crystals are optional. In particular, what we'll be doing with them is later on in a world we have yet to visit, there will be a shop where we can exchange them for quite nice pieces of gear.
Nice.
Also, Mike, do you really think I would monologue and tell you my entire plan? My entire plan when it was completed 22 minutes ago.
Yes.
I mean, now it's easy to monologue and talk about it because it's done. They can't stop you.
Clear. Yeah.
I mean, that's the approach I took with my parents in my transition.
I should have taken that. I should have taken that approach, but I take things head on.
Yeah, mood.
You can't stop me from going on HRT. I've been on it for 3 years. It was more like a year and a half, but still.
Still, though, you're like, that ship has sailed.
Nope.
Amazing.
Now, if you're going to tell someone, if you're going to monologue about a plan that has already been, then you have to be sure to include the line, "Nothing can stop me now."
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I don't think
Don't
Ozymandias-
stop me now.
I don't think Ozymandias would say that. I think that's well outside of the things that he would say. But okay.
What do you think? Or maybe it's what you know.
Just making sure I'm not forgetting. Right. I knew I was forgetting to equip something.
Don't forget, tape all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to tape another katana to the robot.
And we're gonna heal up because this next fight can be a little rude. So we're gonna save and go in.
Yep. Just like a standard fight.
Yeah, but unfortunately we're kind of at the point of the scaling where we're a little falling off outside of exactly the robot.
Mm-hmm. What, the robot isn't the be-all end-all anymore? Gas.
Well, the robot is the be-all and all right now, and that's kind of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these guys have the ability to put your party to sleep. And if they put the robot to sleep, well, someone's sleeping on the job.
Yeah, it's the robot. That's the
Exactly,
point.
exactly.
I can neither confirm nor deny any reports.
Oh no.
Also, the Thon kills will use power, which raises its strength to 99. And then will attempt to hit you. And if you do not deflect it with a shield, you will start dying.
It will be what the kids call ouchie.
Painful.
Pain.
Anyway, we picked up the ROM. For the RAM. I think it's the RAM for ROM. But we come to town, and we run into that plot we were talking about earlier. Jonas and Janine are fighting. It seems they have ideological differences that are very hard to resolve.
Weird.
They really do. They differ in how they want to kill the gods.
Or deal with the gods.
Yeah, fair.
Janine wants to kill them. But,
Yeah. To be fair, Janine does have the Masamune, so...
a legendary sword of cutting gods in half.
Yep.
It's my favorite sword.
Mm-hmm,
Man, friends in chat. Hi, Freddy.
Freddy, hi!
Hello,
Yeah,
Freddy.
That's my family there.
We are here doing some looting and scooting, but we're gonna drop the ROM off with the Elder, who installs it into Robo, and Borg is just like, "We're back."
We're back, baby. We did it.
And Borg's like, "Yo, if we don't go save Janine from herself from doing rash and foolish things, she's going to die."
Like,
so we're
you
gonna
know,
go save Janine. What's that?
We're all here for Godslaying, but we need a plan to get after Ares. He's got the Aegis shield.
See, Janine does not realize that we have to believe in the power of friendship and this LMG we found. There is a great temptation to fight that for the plague rat and hope you get the meat.
Do it.
That's not the worst idea I've heard. But... rude.
Or Millie can just die, I guess.
Wow, I'm really glad we can't name Millie Netara, because that's mean.
Honestly, at this point, I'm wondering if naming Millie Netara wouldn't have been better for us.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
them.
Yeah,
We are
right?
getting absolutely brained by this fight, by the way. They have gaze, which uses, they have sleep.
You know, we're just gonna go ahead and reset that. We do get autosaves also. So even
Love
if we
autosave.
don't, you know, hard save, we can still autosave. How many resets am I at right now?
I very lost track already. I'm so
Excellent
sorry.
question. Yeah, me too.
At least
Okay.
one.
We can VOD review if need be.
Yeah.
We'll get the numbers, don't you fret.
So,
There were a bunch
Mark.
while you were buying meat to give to the mutant.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, oh, those shouldn't count, but no, they should.
Absolutely, they can. A reset's a reset.
So let's see here. It was one for the meat.
there were three resets in the meat shop. There was the boss fights have been going well up until you reset once at Watcher. We've reset twice here.
Well, at least we don't have to reset for the
reset-
Watcher beat.
We didn't reset at Ares. So we're at least 6 minimum.
Now we'll call it 6. And if chat is keeping score and wants to correct us on that, you know, that is their prerogative and, in fact, duty.
Yeah, chat, tell us we're wrong. Do it. We appreciate you.
Yeah, tell us we're wrong. Outwards.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yep, putting Borg to sleep.
Is this a good time to stop Leggy before she says something terrible?
Right?
Something terrible!
We do have a donation that's come in.
Yeah.
We have $10 from Engine going towards that community track showcase for the parking garage rally circuit. With the attached quote or the attached comment, did someone say racing? I like to race. So thank you, Engine, for that donation.
Okay, we'll get something.
I'm gonna count that one as. I'm gonna count that one as 2.
Deserved. Honestly, at this point, I might just give up and take the melee death and just get through this fight. You know, gotta go fast. Gotta figure out how to go as fast as we can.
Zoom. That's a spirit.
With the amount of smoke in the air, I've been doing that all day.
Yeah, everyone be safe. If you're in a place that's getting the smoke, you know, keep your door shut. Run your filter a little longer. Please protect your health. It's important. We want y'all around.
Yeah. We like our friends happy and healthy. Rude, but you know what?
Yeah.
We'll just get through.
Yep. But we get a new flashlight.
Whee!
Which Borg is like, let me tape this to my head.
And then
Where else does the flashlight go?
shouts, I will use this power for justice. Borg just like me for real.
That's like a power outage mood. It's like, oh, now I can't be stopped.
I'm gonna stop in here early, heal up. So it is time to sneak into Ares Castle by just taking the stairs.
It's not very sneaky.
By going through this conveniently placed door.
Yeah,
I love that
right
feeling,
past the
honestly,
the conveniently placed guards who don't even bother to question us.
Also, it is canon when you get down here, you have to turn the flashlight on. Borg shines it directly in your eyes.
Oh, my eyes.
Well, to be fair, you know, you were looking directly at it when Borg turned it on. Borg just didn't say anything. Like a jerk.
Wow. Yeah, it's not very nice of him.
I mean, I understand being excited, but like...
I mean, yeah, fair. But like, and that's why we forgive him, because who hasn't been excited and accidentally shined a flashlight in our friend's eyes? Like, come on.
There is a light in my parents' basement. Used to be an incandescent and now is a fluorescent. So that for the longest time I would go down there, I would turn the light on, or turn the switch on, and of course it didn't turn on instantly anymore, so I would look at the bulb and immediately get blinded.
Oh no!
That sounds terrible.
The secret of Varonis is don't look directly at the light bulb, everybody.
Don't do it.
Do not stare at the sun.
Don't do that either.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Look, the only thing I know is that you have to unleash the power of the sun. Thanks, Sunny Delight.
I'm not gonna share my sunny defect.
So yeah, This is basically Fork Tower, where we use the radar, we use the radio to switch back and forth between our two parties. We're gonna need to hit a bunch of switches in here, and at some point, we're just gonna leave.
Yep. So, 2 of the artifacts of Varonis are kept in this tower. We're gonna find one, and then we're gonna leave, because at that point, the game wants you to switch which party is going up which tower. And so we'll use that as an opportunity to do some convenient shopping.
Also, we keep grabbing katanas. So can we promote Mike to Samurai Mike at this point? Does that work?
Do it.
All right, cool. New title.
Samurai.
Yeah. Get titled.
Part of me wants to say that I can only be officially promoted by donation.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
that would be even better. So if we want Mike to be a samurai or a knight, then you can donate. I can tie it in. I can do it.
It took me a second to pick up what you were doing. That was extremely clever. I love it. Natara, comma, too powerful.
True.
So what we're saying is that we should promote Mike to Cool Hat and make Mike a witch. Got it.
Well, I mean, we're also cool with that. Also incredibly powerful. Okay, Mike, it's all you.
I do weigh the same as a duck. It's all me, is it?
It's all you.
Well, I should perhaps remind people that we are here watching Prevent-A-Thon 5. And we are here in support of Little Warriors, a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. So for more information, visit littlewarriors.ca or type !info, that is !info in the chat. And I think that donating to make me a samurai, or a knight, or a witch, or a thief would be quite a reasonable way to support the community and to support the charity.
It's shopping time. We flipped all the switches we needed to for the first half, and now it's just like, all right, we're gonna do some shopping.
Yep. Gonna buy a pair of ninja gloves.
Because they make you very fast.
And very tanky. Our robot's HP just jumped.
Get ever more powerful, our robot friend.
And now I get to dump the rest of my money in hit points for the human.
Yay!
Lol.
Hit points, hit points, hit points.
Hit points for the human. Hit points for the human.
Is that some Legend of Zelda coming through?
No way.
Never heard of that game
Then we
before.
might get, yeah,
No?
we might get DMCA'd then.
Save a little money. For
Don't do
the
that,
quick
spend
fuel.
it. Fair. Healing is good, actually.
And now we gotta go in and flip the script.
Are we gonna be 2 tiles tall?
No, sadly.
Oh. I want to be evil for once. They never let me be evil.
You know where you can
Natara,
be
you
2
are not
tiles
allowed
tall? FF6.
I'm always...
I have met you, Netara. I don't think you're particularly 2 tiles tall.
No, you can't prove it. I'm super tall. That's how people find me, and not the loudness of my voice.
I mean,
Natara
can be
has
both.
Natara has 2 tiles tall energy.
Oh, definitely.
Half a tile tall height.
But we're gonna grab those float shoes. They're very important because when you equip them, they give you immunity to Earth Elemental. So we're gonna want that later.
I'm willing to bet there's a boss coming up who's gonna have Earth Elemental things.
You'll never guess what spell Ares likes to spam.
Yeah, right.
It's Byraga.
Wow.
If you
Am I
were
right?
putting on levitating shoes, Netara, then you could probably reach 2 tiles.
Yeah.
Netara,
That's why we're
being
getting
two
this.
tiles tall, the bottom tile is just their shadow.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
Netara would be too power. Netara cannot be 2 tiles tall. That would just be too much power for everybody.
Yeah, I signed a contract that I was not allowed to be more than 1 tile tall. I'm not sure why I did that. I'm sure, you know, I got a good benefit somewhere, but I'm regretting it now, I'm telling you.
All I'm going to say is if you can find some way to nullify it, I won't object.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 3 tiles tall. Y'all never.
Oh,
miss.
hey, hang on now.
No, listen, go big or go home.
True.
And I'm
That's a
going
lot of-
super.
That's a lot of tiles, Netara.
Listen, I'm gonna be the new mecha in the next mecha anime, except I'll just be real tall.
You know, I support this plan.
Oh no.
Hashtag let Netara be tall.
Yeah, no, don't. That would be
Get in
awful.
the comments.
Get in
We're
the
gonna grab
comments.
We're gonna grab the cure stick there, which is actually kind of useful.
I like being cured. It's helpful.
But we flip both switches here.
We have a hashtag Mecha Netara in chat.
Ooh.
I'll take it. Thank you, chat.
Let Netara be tall, chat. Yeah, good. That's a good one too.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a little
appreciate you.
surprised it went Mecha and not Kaiju.
I mean, I could be both.
True. Kaiju mecha. Ooh, what if you're a mecha for kaiju?
I mean, that'd be awesome. Yeah, let Kaiju have mecha,
Right?
and the mecha's just me.
Next time we see Netara on camera, they better be standing on boxes.
That would be unsafe, but hilarious.
Yeah, like I'm just imagining you standing on a couple of boxes with, you know, the classic cardboard box robot costume.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be amazing.
I'm seeing old episodes of the X-Files. Familiar with the Scully box? David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are very different heights. And so anytime you see a close-up of Mulder and Scully in the X-Files, Gillian Anderson is standing on apple crates. They call it the Scully box.
I love it.
Also, shoutouts to that tile just not being there.
Shoutouts to random tile not existing.
Also, shoutouts to all this discussion making me lose track of exactly where I was in the switch flipping.
I think that's my job. It's in the host files, I think, right? I'm supposed to distract the runner?
You know, that checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait, does that?
we've got...
We get the he goggles back.
Yeah, because in addition to the Age of S.H.I.E.L.D., Ares also had a laser grid. Which is why we had to stop Janine from running in, because otherwise she would have, you know, been laser gridded.
And we don't like that, unless, you know, you're a trained laser grid pro, which we love Janine, but probably not.
Before she rushes in and does something really not smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now she's got friends. Us.
She could have gotten better friends.
True.
Never attempt to kill a god alone.
But now we've got the Knights of Varonis. Janine joins the party.
And we get the coolest fight because you get 6 party members for this fight and this fight alone.
Nice.
Alright, let's do this thing. Ooh,
But yeah, no
ambush.
ages this time. Free first turn. No ages because we wrecked it up with the Masamune. Thanks, Janine.
Sadly immune to paralysis, so our worm friend is going to be on heal duty. And
We'll try to paralyze the off enemies.
yeah, in particular, this fight can be dangerous because if you leave full packs of enemies alive, Ares will start throwing buffs around.
There's one of them.
Yep. So we have to be very careful at this point to not take too much damage here. Luckily, I had to double check the notes on this one. Janine's gun can one-shot any pack that isn't Dragon Bones. So, it's been a while since I've done this fight without Gaze. Ares is not immune to Gaze, and this fight gets a lot easier if you just confuse him right away. But it is still doable. It's just a little trickier.
Yeah.
And if you're enjoying the speedrunning, and you want to see more of it, we do have an incentive for extra tracks from the Steam Workshop for Parking Garage Rally Circuit. We're $90 away from that. So it might be worth looking into adding more speedrunning.
Okay, we're gonna try that again.
Mark another one on the counter.
Yep.
Oh, right. That's my job.
You can do it.
We're 10. We're double digits now, I think.
Oh, baby.
At least.
Thankfully, I only said $1 per reset.
Right.
I have to assume that the ideal number of resets is 0 for a run.
Correct. Okay. So we got the ambush again, so we can just swing for the fences. Okay. Tank, cat, thunder, Vulcan, size, sting.
Has there been a resetless run of the game?
I don't think so.
Sorry, what was the question?
If there had been a resetless run.
You mean this attempt?
No, just in general.
I thought we had 10 resets.
Same.
No, I mean, has a run ever been completed without resetting?
Oh.
I think so. Like, you get good RNG, you can get through.
But have you actually done it?
I think so.
Okay, nice.
Now, luckily, once we get through this fight, things get a little easy for a little bit.
Nice.
Though, getting very unhappy with the number of buffs that are going out.
Yep.
I love how the music just got so much more epic. Oh, it's because we reset. Fair.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to think. This is definitely proving to be a bit tricky.
I have faith in you.
Not being able to confuse Ares makes this fight way, way harder.
Yeah.
Hey, chat, can we see some messages of support? Well, that's really handy. My calendar just notified me that I have a hosting shift.
Thanks a lot, calendar. You're a little
calendar.
late, but thanks for trying.
T-Tree, I saw your message of "Let's go, Mike," and was about to comment that I'm not the one running, and realized who you were talking to. But yes, chat is showing up in support.
No. Much appreciated.
We can give energy and bless the run? That's awesome.
Did you need to concentrate on this, Leggy, or would this be a good moment for me to discuss the marathon and the charity?
You can go ahead and talk.
All right, I will do that. I'd like to talk about the Prevent-A-Thon marathon and the Little Warriors charity that we are supporting. They are currently working on an online program called the Be Brave Bridge. The Be Brave Bridge Intensive is a comprehensive online program connecting specialized counselors and coaches with children, teens, and parents impacted by trauma who might not otherwise receive timely mental health support. Every year, Little Warriors Be Brave Ranch welcomes nearly 100 new clients who've been impacted by sexual abuse from across Canada to receive intensive specialized treatment for child sexual abuse trauma. With the number of kids waiting to receive support services, the need for additional support became very apparent. That is why we have developed the Be Brave Bridge Intensive online programs. These programs are designed to provide immediate mental health support to anyone affected by trauma. So that is a good cause to be supporting. Sending out support for the kids is definitely worthwhile. So a big thank you to the runners for helping us to raise money.
Thanks for letting us be here to help raise money.
Yes, be clear that that is the Little Warriors that is doing that. We are just raising money for them. It's Little Warriors that have all these wonderful programs.
Yeah, absolutely. Your donations help.
Maybe we'll even reveal the secret of Varonis.
What's the donation incentive level to reveal the secret? So do we need to get like $20,000 for the secret to be revealed, something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. By the end of the run.
Anything can be the secret of Varonis if you truly believe.
We get any money to the night, we'll tell you what the secret is.
Maybe I could get promoted to secret.
Ooh. Right now you're simply a mystery, but soon you'll be a secret.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I am sorry about this, y'all.
Oh, it happens, RNG.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could still not get the ability that you need at the point that you need it.
Yeah, same. That was not something I expected based off of everything I'd done, all the practice I had done, all of the setup and testing I had done. That should not have happened.
Yeah, this is a true this has never happened before moment.
Yeah, like the haha the naming Netara broke things, you know, was also a that's ever happened moment before, but I thought I understood why.
Yeah.
This is just rough.
Game's being mean.
Well, we've all had these moments.
Oh yeah. Especially when you do all the practice and you're like, great, everything's good, and then something just happens and you're like, I cannot explain this. This is truly inexplicable.
Right?
See, what have I done? What have I done in other marathons? I have telefragged a horse.
No.
I have. There was one time when I got stranded in the middle of the ocean. That was fun.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I had the game autosave and delete my boat. That was good. Just recently, I didn't test a patch enough and wound up not expecting it to take quite so much time as it did. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Or way back in my very first marathon, way back then, had 11 50-50 shots go against me.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I've done those.
Just to start the run.
Yep.
It's not gonna make it.
Oh no.
No.
The secret is that Ares is hard, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'll notice each time I'm trying to shuffle around my party a little bit to get a slightly different state of the RNG.
Right, you said it was fixed, right? When you come into the fight, the rolls are the same?
Yes and
Yeah, but
no.
when you change... Yeah, when you change the party members around like this, when you change the initial state of affairs, it will change the script thing that comes out of the enemies.
So now my math brain is going, okay, so there's 6 characters in the party, which means there's 120 possible arrangements of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So 120 possible seeds this fight could start on.
It's more than that. You're gonna get mathed on Twitch, but it's actually 700. It's 720.
720, yeah, yep. 720, yeah.
You're getting them actually on Twitch. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
How can you do this to them personally?
Can't let that stand. There's a lot of things I can stand for. Bad math is not one of them.
The math is illegal. No math.
We're doing it.
Usually I risk doing math on Twitch because usually I get it right, but not this time.
No fair.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're all out here supporting the Little Warriors. If you'd like to know more about them, you can type !info in chat. So thank you for tuning in and thank you for all the support. We love that here. And you are supporting us just by being here. That's always wonderful.
Hey, what are some of the other runs that are coming up? I know we've got Dicey Dungeons, but I'm sure there's other cool runs happening too.
Oh, for sure. Next up is the King's Dungeon, which is a game I know absolutely nothing about.
Exciting.
And then there's Dicey Dungeons, for which there is still that bid war incentive. And the Parking Garage Rally Circuit, for which there's an extra track incentive. We have Impossible, which is levels 1 to 5 10-pin bowling, I'm assuming. And we've got some Peggle coming up. Peggle Extreme. And Ori and the Blind Forest. So it's a packed day. It's Ori and the Blind Forest randomizer, to be clear.
That's what I mean. There's still so much day left.
Yeah. And a whole weekend full of things, too.
Which is
this is
better.
just Thursday.
This is merely the initial start.
There's runs for New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. There's Evoland, which is a fun one. And of course, we're seeing a run of the game that inspired all of these wonderful runs. That is Utopia. Yeah.
Utopia, yes.
We have an Utopia run.
Well, who's running that?
Some obscure runner by the name of Varonis.
Vanny Van. I love that guy. No. Vonnie Von. For those who don't know, Vonnie Von is one of my best friends in the world, so I am not just allowed, but I'm morally obligated to give him a bit of a hard time. But it's done in pure love and admiration. His Utopia run is the inspiration for my life. Not really, but he's awesome. And so's the run. You should definitely check it out. Oh, is it which category? Is it the no fire rod? Because if so, you should ask him why he doesn't have a fire rod. But I'm pretty sure he did any percent.
It's 100%.
Ooh, 100% apparently is the easiest one. It's very routable because you have to get all the items. There's a lot more safeties built in. But anyone who's here for the Newtopia run, please ask him why he has the fire rod. You were told it wasn't allowed.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. No, you don't have to mention me. He'll never know.
We have a raid coming in too. Eau Claire de la Lynn.
Welcome.
Raiding, yeah. Welcome aboard. Please enjoy.
And remember, ask Bonnie why he has the fire rod. It's not allowed in this category.
Yeah, that's tomorrow though. You have to remember it for another 24 hours or so.
Okay, got it. That's Mission Impossible.
I can barely remember things for 24 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the Raiders coming in. Thank you for coming and visiting Prevent-A-Thon. We're speedrunning marathons supporting Little Warriors, Canadian-based charity focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse.
Hey, Leggy. What's up? Are you still trying to puzzle your way through this one?
Yup.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm assuming we don't have any sort of safety save somewhere.
I might. Let me check.
Yeah. Because we might have hit that time.
I know I made some safety saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically a safety save. Cool.
Nice.
We can roll it from here. Yeah.
Excellent.
So, we need Aries!
Yay!
And we went through the tower, and now we're in this part of the world. And hey, look, we have gates, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we had it the whole time.
We had it the whole time.
Gaze has been here the whole time.
But we progress forward, and we get attacked by this other jerk god, Ishra, who's kind of a, minor god, I guess. She's still awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this fight is rough. It can go a little bit off the rails, but we're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah. The big thing with the Ares fight is that if you do have gaze, you just confuse him continuously so he doesn't buff up and his quakes don't start hitting for like thousands of damage or, you know, across the entire party.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Still wiped. But we'll give it once more with feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the other way that you can reset your RNG is by going in and it tells you, hey, do you want to challenge the fight again? You go, yes, and now you're on a different RNG seed.
Like this time we managed to paralyze the boss.
I see I've been promoted to Robo 77.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time we're using default names for everything because that's what I did for this particular safety save. Which, if I hadn't been so locked in on trying to fix, I probably would have loaded a little sooner. Apologies for that, for the scheduling.
Oh, you're good. I mean, we're just gonna totally super PB it now. It'll be no problem, right? Right?
Clearly.
Yeah, no, I did prepare that safety save specifically for that particular reason, just in case.
So we loaded up just past that fight, is that
Yes.
correct?
Basically,
I got it.
we finished that fight. Everyone's like, "Yay, we saved our home world. Let's keep going."
Yay!
And now we're in the next world, called Gamma World.
Gamma World.
Yeah, the ground is definitely weirdly ouchy for reasons that we don't understand, and is definitely not radiation.
Yeah, definitely has
radiation.
nothing to do with the name, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do my feet burn? Ow.
Hey, look, more hit points.
Nice.
What is the timer at anyway?
Excellent question. Let me
Let's see.
check.
Yeah, someone else just...
144.
Okay.
Almost 145.
And what's my estimate again?
Yeah, 135. Or sorry, 235.
Okay,
Yeah, it's 135. Yeah.
we'll be fine. Yeah, so Ishra is the servant of the god Moloch who lives here. And we're like, hey, maybe don't gather those people to take them to, you know, Moloch to be sacrificed, because Moloch is an evil god. And so we beat up Ishra, Ishra ran off, and Zomi here, the guy we talked to down in the crossroads, is like, yo, you guys are cool. Here, why don't we go get a resistance together? And we're like, oh, sweet, we love a resistance.
Resistance to radiation, more like.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moloch, unlike most of the other gods, like say the prince, for example, Moloch is just like all out and out, like, look at me, I'm evil, waving my arms in the air, screaming about how evil I am.
I'm evil, trust me. Trust me on that.
There's a very fun Shakespeare play, Much Ado About Nothing, where the first time we see the villain of the play, he basically turns to the audience and says, hey, I like messing with people just because it's fun. I'm evil. That's his entire motivation. It's great.
I respect it. I respect that.
You gotta go with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like if you're going to be evil, at least be fun about it.
Yeah.
Like, be mustache twirling evil. Don't be like weird about it.
And just be evil for the sake of being evil.
Mm-hmm. So
Or maybe don't be evil, actually, but you know.
Yeah, maybe don't be evil.
That is also an option.
I mean, it
This
is
guy
an
tells-
option.
This guy here tells us about a weird metal slice that they found that we definitely want, by the way.
Is it pizza?
It's better than pizza. It's part of a legendary sword that you can use to kill gods and then take their pizza.
Okay, I was gonna be like, I'd rather pizza.
No, you get the pizza of the gods.
Ooh. Okay, my second favorite
Divine
kind of pizza.
Well, now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And now we have this old guy
Does it have pizza?
Gramps.
who is just as surly as you would imagine Old Man Gramps in Fallout to be.
Amazing. Are we in Fallout right now?
Oh, we're definitely in Fallout right now.
Amazing.
Because if you recall, when we were, we've definitely established plutonium exists in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, while we were in the tower after we beat Ares, wink wink, we picked up a book. We can cast Flare now.
Yeah, I love Flare.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can be spotted from anywhere.
Ooh, yeah, exactly.
And so this brigand who resists weapons does not resist Flare.
Me either, weirdly.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, more hit points. Nice.
Were you just able to acquire weakness to fire there?
Oh, that was a potential, yeah.
Yep.
I can't imagine why you turned that one down.
Yeah, right?
I think at least it gives you the option.
Yes. You always get two options.
Would you like this frailty? No? Okay, have some hit points.
Well, we're saving over the safety save. I'll make another one for the next
Hurrah.
event. And actually
Yeah.
remember it. But this time the plan is, hey, what if we were the sacrifices?
That seems like a bad idea, actually.
That's why we're doing it.
And now,
Uh-huh.
we get to fight Ishra, who's like, oh my god, it's you guys again? Seriously? And we're like, yep!
We back from outer space. Don't turn around. Wait.
But trust me, we are
We're
not
back.
welcome anymore.
Oh.
We're back in Ishra's story.
Oh, cool.
So if you're the sacrifices, why are they letting you keep your weapons?
They think
They're not very...
I'm going to say they didn't want to mess with the duct tape.
I'm gonna guess they were puny mortal weapons can't hurt us. Wait, ow, 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 what?
Yeah, stabby stabby.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the robot fell, so we're gonna have to try that one again. That wasn't good.
Mark another one on the on the list.
Okay. You'll notice that there are a variable number of demon lords that spawn in this fight. We're looking for a small number. Because, yeah, they cast spells, and they're kind of rude about it. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah.
Why is it that the bosses always have hands during a marathon run? You can practice as much as you want, but then it's a marathon run and boss goes, bet, and you're like, what? Stop it.
Like, what
Both
did
got
I
hands.
do to deserve this?
Glee. You're like, excuse me, do you not like charity? And they're like, no, I'm evil. And you're like, now I really gotta stop you, because this charity
Okay.
is awesome.
Well, not just that, but they clearly want you to have more time to donate to the charity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll try it like this.
Was that an incredibly obvious hint that I should say something about the charity?
I think you should say something about the charity.
Well, perhaps I should. Prevent-A-Thon is here supporting Little Warriors, and Little Warriors recognizes the importance of continually assessing and improving program design for their Be Brave Ranch intensive treatment programs. By utilizing a process known as Measurement-Based Care, MBC, Little Warriors collects important clinical data aimed at informing treatment approaches. Through a partnership with the University of Alberta's Department of Psychiatry, Little Warriors aims to use MBC to develop an evidence-based standard of excellence for the treatment of child sexual abuse survivors. Learn more by visiting littlewarriors.ca or type !info, that's !info in the chat. Little Warriors does some amazingly good work, and we are here trying to get them money. And if that sounds like something you think you ought to be doing, please feel free to give us a donation. There's a bid war open to force Selkuth Mind to choose one character class or another, thief, witch, or warrior, for dicey dungeons. There's a community tracks showcase for parking garage rally circuit. And of course, there's just that wonderful good feeling of giving money to a good cause. Yes, with Parking Garage Rally Circuit, if you'd like to see more racing action, a wonderful community of modders have made tracks for Parking Garage Rally Circuit from a wide range of inspirations, including several other racing games like Sonic R, Crash Team Racing, and more. Meet the incentive and we'll get 10 minutes of additional ramps, racing, and crashes. Probably lots of crashes.
Alright, we lay waste to Ishra. We do a little bit of looting here because there's still stuff we want.
And now we're scooting.
Ah, yeah, we're down at the scooting part of looting and scooting.
Yeah. Got some root to do.
This guy's real powerful.
Those people just fell over.
Yep.
Well, that's bad. I'm sure they're fine.
They're in awe of Moloch's power.
Moloch's like, all those gods you slew, fakes, pathetic, worthless. Watch me as I destroy this entire town.
That's just rude, bud. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right?
Look at that chair.
I want that chair.
Yeah, that chair's pretty fire.
Yes.
Never mind.
And
you
the
do what you want.
soundtrack. Yeah.
Remember when I was making the Sunny D jokes earlier? This man is trying to unleash the power of the sun.
No!
I guess that would make sense if he's kind of the equivalent of Apollo from Legend 2. In Final Fantasy Legend 2, yeah.
He is, kinda.
Yeah, he's definitely got that Apollo energy with his nigh untouchable aspect.
He's better dressed, though.
True.
And Moloch is just like... starts throwing out real high-powered attacks, but Jonas uses his shield, throws himself in the way, and says, maybe y'all should get out of here.
Drops a smoke bomb and gets us out.
That's nice, man. Thanks.
We very quickly pop into the next town so that we can return to it later. And then we go to the next ruins, the ruins of Sarasvati here. Everything is ruins, basically, at this point. Moloch has gone full Kefka on us here and has just decided to start blowing things up.
Yeah.
That's rude.
Sadly, we aren't even at Narsh.
No.
But we do get our next tier of weapon, the E-Saber, which is level 8.
What does the E stand for?
Electronic. Just like
I just
email.
figured it was short for 8.
Would that make the 8 saber stronger than the 7 sword?
Maybe.
It would make it one stronger.
That might be enough.
Right? Well, we are going to save here because we need a meat drop from this fight. And we do not want the Rat King meat.
Well, that's just rude.
So you know those demon lords who were hanging out with Ishra? Well, we found another one. And
This one can drop meat.
and we do enjoy eating the meat. How we gain power.
Same.
Also, Millie has like no mana stat right now, so that flare does like 3 damage.
Yep. We'll fix that problem, don't worry.
Yeah, spoilers. We're gonna fix that problem later.
Hey, we got the right meat.
Nice.
So now our
So we now
our
become-
monster is in fact a demon lord.
Demon Lord of Demons.
Just watch out for any isekai protagonists.
Dang it. I hate that that's funny.
But importantly,
No, you love that. That's funny.
demon lords come with the ability to teleport.
Nice.
So we teleport back to the town we tagged earlier, and we go back.
To the shack.
You're out of space.
Just came in here to find you with that sad look upon your face.
Exactly.
So the floors here do move. It's very subtle, thankfully, but it also means that Leggy's pathing is very specific, because if you don't take specific paths, you get stuck or have to go back in the other direction.
Yep, I overstepped in that room, which is why I had to go back around and try again.
But we want these Gata sandals because they make us fast and powerful.
Zoom.
And more hit points for the human.
Yay!
We don't sell the Gata sandals, right? Those are agility gear. But yeah, we're gonna open.
I think we sell them in Legend 2, not in this game.
Yeah, we're gonna open that boxes. We're gonna open the two boxes we can't see. Get a transform and a air crystal.
Yeah,
I think that's the last rock that we need. I think it's the last rock we need.
I thought you said croc, and I was like, we're getting crocs.
yeah, what do you think the
We're
Gata
getting Crocs,
sandals are?
Our feet are gonna be so cozy, y'all.
You know, I've never actually tried wearing Crocs. They do look incredibly comfortable.
They are really cozy. Do not wear them anywhere or like anywhere that's wet unless you're staying in the water. Like, don't get them wet and then walk in them unless you're in water, because they become incredibly slippery. More slippery than you just walking barefoot on the floor, and you will slip in the shoes. But
Alright,
like,
well,
if you're using, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, we do need to make a little bit of room. We found the thing that we need the most here. This is where we get our hands on the, we get our hands finally on the Psi staff.
We need that.
We're gonna use 2 of our black stones and 2 of our white stones.
Because the Psi Staff just has a very simple effect. Sets the target's mana to 99 for the rest of the fight.
Oh, that's nice.
So we are gonna wave it around like we just don't care.
Except we do care.
We care a lot about Flare doing incredible amounts of damage. The Transform book lets us get into this cult.
And the cultists are like, use this metal to pierce the heart of demons or something.
Moloch
And
mostly.
you're like, Moloch mostly, and you're like, heck yeah, we hate Moloch.
So we want to put on the diamond ring and the gloves of Babel. And we teleport back to Neo Arcana. Stop it here, mostly for inventory management. We are running up directly against that good old demon of gaming, the inventory boss. Cool. Cleaned that out. And now Jonas is like, hey, I got this walkie-talkie from earlier. And we're like, oh, sweet. So now we're gonna teleport on over to Gamma World proper. Head on down here. You can see the Jonas we were supposed to talk to earlier that we just didn't. Because
Hi, Jonas.
you don't have to talk to a lot of people in this game.
We know what we're doing. Do you?
I mean, I do now.
Yeah, you're like, I know, but do they know?
Now that I have the power of gaze, this run's going a lot nicer. There's a tank.
Love tanks.
Tank in a box.
No, don't put me in a box.
It's okay, there's a friend there to keep you company. It's a yawn.
Two yawns hurt so bad.
It's okay, there's only one of them.
Oh, you're wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm wrong only if you think outside the box, but why would you do that?
I'm inside the box, though, with both of the yawns.
Oops. That's a mistake. I forgot to do an equip.
Can you do it now?
Oh yeah. Why reset?
See, you're fine.
Yeah. You know how we just bought that side staff? That's gonna make our Esper do a lot of damage? It's probably a smart idea to equip it and use that.
Oh no! Yeah, maybe do that, please.
Yeah, luckily Jonas comes with the Paladin Shield, which allows him to, you know, use cover. And still die anyway, because of course. There's like one ability that the enemies can use here that will pierce through the cover. So we'll just reorder that real quick. And try again. Luckily, this fight tends to be pretty straightforward. So, Mike, you got anything?
Do I have anything? I got... they're not in that window, but yes, of course I do. I have way too many windows. You think you have tab problems? I have way too many windows.
Speaking?
So again, we are here as Prevent-A-Thon 5. We're here a very supportive community, and you can come and join this wonderful supportive community and find out when we're prepping for future events. My goodness, my mouth is not working. We'll find out when we are prepping for future events by joining our Discord. Type !Discord in chat to get an invitation link right now. Or, you know, in a couple minutes, whichever.
Right now. No,
right now?
no, wait.
No,
it's gonna
right.
expire.
Wait, now. Yeah, now. This is the time.
Now.
Yeah, definitely.
Now? Okay.
When will then be now?
Now?
Soon.
Soon.
Gosh.
Here, I'll even do it for you. I'll type Discord, ! Discord in chat.
This is a limited time offer. Get it now or you're gonna miss out. Disclaimer, it does not expire. You will not miss out. Just join us for cool.
Sorry, I am perplexed at how aggressively the enemies seem to be reading my strategy.
Oh no.
And a tea tree in chat also pointing out that what you could do right now is donate, and then helpfully did the exclamation donate command. That's the word in there. Donations are always welcome. We do have those. We have the big war for Selkuth Mine's run of Dicey Dungeons. We have an incentive for even more racing for the parking garage rally circuit.
I mean, haven't you ever wanted to race around a parking garage? Come on, that sounds amazing.
I've done it, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm sure it's more fun in a car, but...
Fair. But yeah, now...
And of course, oh, sorry. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now that we've gotten our fight into a state where we took care of the ads who were, you know, sniping Millie through the cover effect.
It's rude, frankly.
This fight is fairly straightforward.
Woo.
Yeah. The big thing is that Set likes to point thunder at you, and every time Set points thunder at you, it does nothing, which rules.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, the battle theme is just such a throwback to Legend 2. Like it just sounds like we're in Legend 2 to me. It's great.
I also love the noise of the defense of the shields.
Right?
Yeah, no, the sound design for this game is immaculate.
Like, you can tell, like, it is truly a love letter. You're just like, yeah, I can't tell this isn't from the game, other than knowing it's not from the game.
Yeah. And like, you know, the changes they did make to this game are extremely for the better.
Yeah.
Like, there's actually some blog posts that you could look up from the developers of this game where they talk about, like, their, you know, intentionality and decisions behind why they made some of the changes they did between this and the older games. And they're all incredibly, like, well-reasoned and thought out, and make this game just feel really good by, you know, removing some of the, like, awkward bits of the old games, but keeping the parts that made them interesting and really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like, exactly like Demi was saying, you know, it's just like, no, actually. We're gonna do this game, like, because we love it, but we're gonna make it even better. And that's
more importantly, here we go. We did get our irradiation suit, so we went through the stinky desert that was really irradiated and stinky to save Zomi, and we're gonna go kill Moloch.
Get wrecked, Moloch.
We don't like Moloch.
Yeah.
No, Moloch was really mean to us.
Yeah, Moloch, kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Seems a bit unlikable.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we do get to give Moloch, what, 4? Twice.
Oh.
Spoiler.
More. Yeah, that'd be the best.
Moloch Golf.
Yeah, do you like golf? You're not gonna.
So that we buy the barrier shield, which temporarily sets everyone's defense to 99.
Oh, just slightly useful.
Yep. Grab that, get out. Time to raid the tower. Hey, how do we feel? How do we feel about laser guns?
I mean, love laser guns?
Laser gun.
We're
Yay!
gonna loot one from underneath this horse.
Love that for us.
Right. That one always throws me off. But hey, look, it's our friend again, who is
Yay, friend.
very happy to see us as always.
Yay! It's because we're awesome. Who doesn't want to be biased?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
This time, though, we do get to absolutely nuke Ishra from orbit with flares, which is great.
Yeah.
It's the only way to be sure.
It is indeed.
Exactly. You understand.
We're not messing around anymore.
No.
We've got the East Saber swinging for 300.
Nicely done.
Easy.
And now Jonas is like, great, you got the last bit of it. Let's get out of here now that Moloch is going to be trapped here forever, because the magic sword that can kill the gods is also the magic sword that can break the seals between the worlds. And we're like, but we want to kill God. And Jonas is like, yeah, but what if we just ran and hid instead?
We're like, that's
like-
coward talk.
We're like, no, how about we don't do that? Do the other thing.
Right? And now...
So yeah, we're gonna come up. Pop off.
Okay, do a little bit of equipment management. Because I don't really need the LMG anymore. I do need this revive.
We do really need that revive. You know, just in case.
Yeah, it is literally a just in case.
This fight does kind of stink.
Yeah, it should be easier than Ares was earlier, though Ares is supposed to be easy, this is supposed to be the hardest fight in the run.
Oh, good.
But yeah, basically Moloch, the third piece of metal was actually fake. This is the real one in that box, and then Moloch's like, you have the real metal. Time to die, I guess.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, Moloch, kind of a jerk.
Rude.
Moloch, of course, breaks out with the big flare magic here.
Every time I see that, I'm like, did something break? And then I remember that's just how that works.
Yeah, it is a graphical glitch the devs are going to fix when they release the next big content patch.
Nice.
The big nice thing about that is that after he casts flare, after he casts nuke, he always uses poison staff, so it's fine.
Yeah, we do get that nice window to just make sure we can heal up a bit. We don't have to keep the barrier shield going on that specific turn. I'm starting to get a little worried about my human's HP, so we're just going to keep trying to heal there. But as we can see, our Esper is doing the big damage.
Doing work.
And
that was a good nuke roll, actually.
Jeez, that was incredibly generous.
Speaking of generous, if this is a good moment.
I was hoping you'd take that bait. I mean, is it really bait? But go ahead.
I'd just like to mention about the marathon. The first Prevent-A-Thon happened in 2023, and Prevent-A-Thon has raised a total of 7,804 Canadian dollars in support of Little Warriors through its previous events from your generous donations. Which actually puts us this year within striking distance, this marathon, in fact, in striking distance of 10,000 lifetimes. So,
Super cool.
Yeah, that might be something worth donating for.
That makes it extra special.
Yeah. Those round numbers.
Yeah. What is the lifetime total again? Apologies?
$7,804 Canadian.
Okay.
Nice.
So we need just shy of 2,200.
I think we can make that happen.
Oh, absolutely. I have full confidence
Well,
in the
especially since
viewers.
this is only day one. There's still
Right.
like 3 more days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, what are your favorite numbers? I like the triangular numbers.
What do you qualify as a triangular number?
Number that's part of the triangular number series.
What is the definition of the triangular number series?
Yeah.
It's the series of the numbers of the form 136 of the form n times n plus 1 over 2. Or n times n minus 1 over 2. Crud. But
Now who's getting mathed on stream?
both will work actually, because it's the same thing at the end of the
They're
day.
wrong.
It's just you have the wrong indices for the numbers at that point. If the indice is n, then it's n times n minus 1. N times n plus 1 will give you the sequence, but your indices will be off by 1. You don't say I'm gonna do bad math on streams. I will correct myself in a much more correct way.
You're like, I'll do worse math. Just watch me.
Don't tell
And
me
for the
with a
people-
bad math time.
Yeah.
For the people less versed in math, a triangular number is something of the form 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to whatever number you're talking about.
Right, which takes the generalized form of n times n minus 1 divided by 2, because that is the sum of all of the numbers in a string starting from 1 up to n.
And it's called a triangular number because if you put 1 dot and then 2 dots next to it and then 3 dots next to it, and you draw them all with the bottom dot at the same time, the same height, it kind of looks like a triangle.
Yeah.
And specifically a right triangle.
Well, depending on how you arrange the dots, you could also do like 1 dot and then the 2 to either side of it and the 3 either side of them, and you end up with an equilateral.
All this math talk has made Moloch die.
Good.
The true purpose of mathematics: killing gods.
Yeah.
But we're gonna eat this meat because it gives us one of the most powerful monsters that we're gonna get access to in the fun.
Did you just
Terraport.
god meat?
Yeah, it's delicious. Oh yeah, the gate's broken, by the way.
That seems bad.
We're gonna have to go find a way to fix the gate.
Yep. Luckily, our Scarab still has the ability to teleport for some reason.
Love that.
Hey, Masa!
Definitely not because of the god meat. Hey,
Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be in Chrono Trigger?
Yeah.
Wrong game, kid.
Masa goes where they want.
That's what the randomizer's about, right? Randomizing where the Chrono Trigger characters will end up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, Hecate's a god, but we don't kill her because she kind of realizes that what the real secret of Varonis is that the gods are cursed to all be bloodthirsty and violent. So we find out that the actual gods are cursed.
Well, that's not cool. We don't love that for them.
But we do get the sword in Masa's namesake, the Muramasa.
Yeah, of course.
The demon blade.
That's the one everyone was thinking about.
Yeah, that was definitely the one I was thinking.
Also, Hecate doesn't look to be two tiles tall, so...
That's how you know they're not truly evil.
You bought the wrong spell.
I
didn't
matched
you?
too hard and bought the wrong spell.
Sad.
Yeah, you're not supposed to buy revive. There's a better life spell that revives everybody.
Yep.
Revive is garbage.
You're just like, I plan to simply not die. Easy.
Yeah. Apologies, I'm still a little scattered after that Ares fight.
Doing great.
But yeah, enjoy your demon blade.
Always.
But yeah, this is the part of the run where our damage really does move completely onto the Esper, with Robo now taking up more of a supportive role for the last couple of fights.
Thank you, robot friend.
We're gonna buy this in the right order this time. We buy life, we buy cycle, and we buy
heal, and it uses up all our rocks.
Rocks.
And and she will tell you what worlds you've left rocks behind in, just in case if you need to get more.
That's awesome.
But we don't need more. We're good.
She tells you to get good, but you're like, no, I can't. I'm already good.
Yep. And with the power of the Muramasa, we can break the seal on the gate.
Yay!
And go up here, where, oh hey, it's the prince.
We love that guy, don't we? Don't we?
Prince is like, you have the Masa Moon. We're like, nope.
Not this time.
And he's like,
We have
oh,
to-
how
okay.
interesting. Thanks for letting me know where it actually is, you fool. And we're like, dang it.
Rude.
Dang it. Dang. We're like, Jarrett, we're the worst.
Why would you do this to us personally?
See, but we're the
I'm
heroes.
sorry.
We have to show off our sword. Because it's the most powerful sword that's ever been created.
It's pretty. Don't you get an awesome sword and just want to show it off? That's just.
I mean, it is a flex to go, look at this sword that we had a legendary blacksmith make for us out of the legendary metal that slays gods.
And since we're flexing, is this a good time for me to mention something?
Go for it.
Right, as previously mentioned, we can enjoy Prevent-A-Thon. We are joined by Japanese Restream, which you can find out by typing !Restream in chat. They're dedicated to restreaming RTA events as GDQ and RPG Limit Break, and indeed Prevent-A-Thon 5 in Japanese, and they are live now!
Yo!
So you could be watching this very game in Japanese. Or with Japanese commentary. Yeah.
Arigato.
I don't speak Japanese, so I can't help you there.
Yeah, I got
I don't speak
greetings.
Jap-
That's about it.
I also do not speak Japanese, and I don't try to.
No, fair.
But yeah, we're gonna walk up here. We're gonna walk up a certain distance to make sure that we can teleport back to the final door.
Yep. Yeah, because we need to pick up that arcane because we need it for money purposes.
Money.
Also, I stopped in here to heal real quick.
And you forgot to go into the bazaar.
That's not that far of a walk.
That's not that far of a walk. We just go back to Gamma World, and then we is walk back up the 3 floors.
Yep.
You're like
It's a small mistake. There's an optimization. That double door that we walked past, my brain didn't register that you didn't walk into it until like right now.
Yeah, I could have sworn I did because, you know, that's just what you do. You just go in and say hi. And then you leave,
Yeah,
and then you make your way forward.
Yeah, it's the last shops in the game. It's where you could so you could teleport to it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Understandably, with the way that this run's been a little bumpy at points, being a little fried is not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a little unfocused. Also unsurprising, I think.
Yeah.
I'm locked in, but, you know, doesn't count for much.
Counts for a lot.
I mean, you know, someone's got to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So we keep... You can go. 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 Boom. Boom. There's my books. Here I want to buy 2 dragon armors. I want to buy 2 flare books. And I wish to buy a mana battery. And robot
Gives us a massive amount of magic resistance.
Robot gets Yamura. Robot gets the... this becomes a mana battery. I can find it in my menu. We get the laser gun. We get... Got the ice... No, I did not equip the ice spear. That's what I was missing.
Yep.
Comes that up.
Essentially giving us 4 agility pieces, 3 strength pieces, and the mana battery for magic defense. And we'll be swinging the Muramasa as our main weapon for the robot. But we're gonna give flare books to people.
Yay!
So you know how we said the Sai Staff sets your mana to 999 or to 99? Man, I wish you would set it to 999. This one would be so much easier.
Right.
You can set everybody's mana to 99 if you want to, one at a time. We're totally gonna do that.
Yeah. That's right, we are.
Just gonna clean up the inventory a little bit.
So Demi, if you could give the command to change that from 99 to 999, would that be an order of magnitude?
Sure would.
No. We got float shoes to dodge that.
Oh.
Chat, I'm trotting out the terrible math puns for your benefit.
We appreciate that,
You know,
indeed.
we save. Getting into the next fight.
I'm sure hoping my terrible math puns are a plus.
They're more of like a solid B, I think.
But that just wooed.
Well, I don't mean to divide the group.
But yeah, here's Lucifer and Janine. So basically, we find out the true secret of Varonis. That at the top of the world, there's a well that you can drink from. It gives you the power of a god, but also makes you want to do murder.
Unfortunate.
Wait,
Janine very smartly decides to drink from the well.
No! Silly Janine.
wait, you need to tell me that the Prince of the Angels was Lucifer this whole time?
Whoa.
Yeah, he was Lucifer the whole time, and he also drank from the well. But basically, what the gods are really trying to do is they're trying to remove each other from the equation so that if he can become the one true god.
What, God infighting? That's weird.
Not really.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds so unlike any of these folks.
But yeah, we're gonna try to keep them paralyzed because the big thing is that if Janine is status affected, Lucifer will waste the turn removing the status effect on her, which gives us a free turn of doing some damage.
Yeah. We've got a flare book on the human right now, so that if we do get that window to just dump a pair of flares into the party.
Also, look at Lucifer's smug face. Like, oh my god.
Right?
Yeah. He's definitely 2 tiles tall.
Yeah. His smug grin is 2 tiles tall.
Yeah. The quote-unquote correct way to do this fight is you can break Janine out of the control by killing her first. I don't think we got time for that. We're gonna just go ahead and nuke Lucifer down as fast as we can. We're just gonna do maximum damage to him.
Yep. Which does mean we don't have to worry about, like, AoE spilling over. Because that doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme of things. As long as we defeat Lucifer, the fight will end.
Yep.
And while you're ending this fight, is this a good moment to bring something up?
Go for it.
All right, well, not next run, but next, we have Dicey Dungeons coming up, and there is a bit more incentive for that. So we have 3 possible, I'll give you the full readouts here on these. We've got 3 possible classes for Selkuth Mine to be running for Dicey Dungeons. There's the Thief, currently at $25, the hardest character because it relies on enemy RNG. The Witch, which is Sel's favorite and the one she's most experienced with, also with $25, so we've got a dead heat there. And the Poor Neglected Warrior, Sel's fastest character, but also the newest, so you could see some exciting new runs going on at high speeds. All you need to do is give a little money and select that bid war as your incentive, and we would really appreciate that, and I know Little Warriors would also really appreciate that. So hopefully we'll see some donations from chat and donations from viewers coming in very soon.
So we kill Lucifer. He's definitely dead. And Avon goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, you know that plan to become the one true god? That was my plan all along. All these other gods suck."
Wow, rude.
He's like, "And now you've broken the seal to the true top of the world, where I can become the most powerful being ever."
The most god.
Yeah, the most god that ever godded.
Okay, so... Equip on Jelly. This comes off.
Come on.
Janine keeps Roach, Babel, Gata. Otherwise gets Flare Book,
Flare.
Psy Staff,
My stuff.
Cycle Book, Heal Book.
We are definitely going to take advantage of the fact that Janine joins us with 725 hit points.
Yeah, just
My
a little.
robot gets Masa and an E-Saber over the Ice Spear and the Cat Claw. I'll put it over the Katana. Because the Cat Claw is better. So this is the Palace of the Gods, where you can refight all the gods. We're only going to refight one for a reason you'll see momentarily. So you'll notice how our Scarab has the Saw ability. Yo, shoutouts to Final Fantasy Legend 1.
Shout out to Moloch K taking this all like a champ.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate you.
Later,
Congrats on
nerd.
dying.
You don't get his chair, though.
No, it's sad.
No, you get his meat though. You can theoretically eat it, but we're not gonna because we actually want the Scarab abilities like cover 2.
Yeah.
Tends to be very, very useful and important for when things are going not great.
Yeah. Back to the final town. Hop in here. So we have a little last minute menuing to do. So our human is going to get that wall staff we picked up. The wall staff permanently raises everyone's defense by 20 rather than having to keep it keep using the shield every turn, so that's actually quite useful. Right. So is everything correct here? You're supposed to have something. Right, you're supposed to have the life book too. Knew I was missing something. And we'll give you a cheeky elixir for safety. So
cheeky.
make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And let's go. So, one final thing to do.
Go.
Sell everything and turn it into hit points.
That seems helpful.
So one final push here, chat. We get a lot of support for the end of this run. Come on, Leggy. We got this.
Woo!
Yeah, luckily, these last couple of bosses are less spicy than what we've been facing. They're just a little annoyingly slow.
They're annoying rather than spicy.
Yeah. Like, we just have so much power in our kit right now that they aren't going to cause us any issues.
They're just long.
Yeah.
2 tiles long?
Oh no, like 6 or 7 tiles long.
No.
I was gonna say, Mike understands. So how much more do you think, time-wise, is left in the run at this point?
God. It's always hard to say. I've never actually timed how long this fight actually lasts, but it always feels like it lasts longer than I think it does. We've got 2 more fights, though. We've got this gauntlet, and then we have the actual final. I'll just gaze into the void.
Yeah, you attacked this guy a few times.
Yeah, because, the intent is that if you go through and do all the boss refights, this guy is, loses phases as you go.
Yep.
Unfortunately, since it's really only faster to fight one of them, we do have to deal with all the different phases that this guy will put up.
Yep. Of note, I was just double checking the RPG limit break bot that you had for this. This fight in particular and the next fight together took you 15 minutes. But yeah, we're gonna spam this wall staff to give us a bunch of defense. And you can see that life targets everybody, which is really nice. So that even though, Erin fell down during that last round, she just gets back up with
Yeah, it turns out it's not an issue.
yeah, life is a good book. Yeah, the big thing is we do want to cap out our defenses here.
Yeah.
And now with everyone's defense capped out, it's time to start casting Flare.
Yep, and as we can see, our robot is barely taking damage now. And now we just get to hit the good old-fashioned triple flare. Okay, double flare because Avon's a jerk.
Also, this particular monster form is immune to a lot of things.
Yes. As you can see there. Yeah, okay, we
Alright,
got one
swords
sword
are
down,
down.
which is great. That will, at the very least, save us time from not having to deal with all those extra animations. We'll top everyone up.
Haven does love healing himself during this phase.
Right.
Can he stop, maybe?
No.
Could be spending his time ineffectually hitting Borogrove here, but he's just like, nah. The good news is now with the swords down, AoEs now work on Aven, so now we're just gonna go ham here.
Yep. And not really much to worry about offensively from Aven, so we'll be able to move into Phase 2 relatively quickly. Phase 2 is based off of the Wolf and the Worm, who we fought way earlier.
We're going to kill Ishra again?
Not. But maybe as a treat.
Ishra's done for good.
Ishra's weak and pathetic.
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 Yep.
Alright, now we get 2 Avens.
Woo! Better than one.
Not really.
Oh, well. More mean than one?
Definitely.
Heck.
Well, luckily, with 2 targets, you know, AoE does double damage.
Nice.
So this particular fight is also why you grab the cycle book. What cycle does is it resets your debuffs and buffs to their largest positive state that they're in. So we got a minus 50 defense on our robot. Now that's not allowed. It does not remove our positive buffs either, which is great.
Heal up a bit.
They're like, if y'all could chill just the tiniest bit.
Right.
They do tell me that cycling is good for my health, so...
Yeah. That's right, we are.
But yeah, we're just gonna absolutely flare. This phase goes pretty smoothly usually.
Yeah, we're about to burst down one of the 2. And taking half the incoming attacks definitely makes the fight a lot easier.
Yeah. Just a wee bit.
Robo's agility down is more a nuisance at this point because it reduces our AC.
And now we're on to Ares phase, which is why you see all these friendly ads.
Hi, friends.
Yeah.
Annoyingly, we did see the mirror shield, so we are going to get our spell reflected back upon us.
Yeah.
Also, very important status update. My cat is trying to eat his mom's food. Again.
Oh no.
No, this is the daily struggle.
Yeah, this is typical.
He is a big boy, and he got that way by eating his mom's food.
So yeah, Aven will, in this phase, be very annoying and heal the party members, as well as the mirror shield will stop flares from going off.
Slowly but surely, we're making it through this one. Just gotta keep up the life tests.
Yeah, we got a lot of mirror shields this time around, which is really bad.
Yeah. RNG. Okay, that's the shielder, so we no longer have to deal with mirror shield.
That's super important.
Janine can go back to healing. Heal up.
The sound that heal makes me giggle.
Right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and that's the annoying bit is that Leo can get raised, but thankfully raises with like enough HP to take a flare, so it's fine.
Yep. And there goes Alan.
Woo! So is this the secret of Varonis?
That this fight is
Secret
annoying.
No, that you drink the water and you go evil.
Oh yeah, that's the actual secret of Varonis.
Oh, is it? That's cool. We did it, y'all. We figured it out.
We all know, yeah. Death skin. That sounds like a particularly troublesome.
Yeah, it gives you counterattack instant death. It gives you.
I mean, if you have death skin, I would think maybe you need to see a dermatologist.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it
tries
seems
and
not
tries and fails to call Moloch to the front.
Yeah, if Moloch be dead, we did everyone's favorite party trick. We sawed a god in half.
I love it when we do that.
Right?
So we get a free turn of nukes on. We get a free turn of flares there. So yeah. So Avon raises up Lucifer. Lucifer is not happy about this. Lucifer's like, why are you doing this? And Avon's like, fight them.
Lucifer's
And if
like,
you-
I don't want to.
And if you kill Lucifer during this phase, Avon will bring Lucifer back again and go fight them. And Lucifer's like, God, you suck so much.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
might be a two. Yeah,
ready?
I'm a two-tile god, but you're the mean one.
Gonna be all snarky now. But it does give us a free turn.
Yeah. My favorite sort of turn.
Try not to die so quickly this time.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
That's
Yeah,
really mean.
Lucifer's just like, you're just rolling his eyes.
Lucifer's doing his best, all right?
We did get a temporary magic down there, which is kind of annoying.
Yep. And here.
Yeah, it needs.
Again?
Stop that.
Jerk.
Will he
You
just
can
keep
actually
bringing
do-
him back? Is there a limit?
No.
Amazing.
No, if you keep killing Lucifer, Avon will keep bringing Lucifer back.
Perfection. Oh no.
Okay, defense down, sure.
As a treat.
Oh, thank God. That's triple digit
Avon
HP.
doesn't-
Love it.
So yeah,
Millie has to die one more time here.
we're just gonna push.
Lucifer's like,
Push.
I'm almost free.
Yeah, Lucifer will be free when Avon dies.
Yep.
Oh, what you did? Bye.
Later,
I love it if you
loser.
kill him and Lucifer's just like, no, I'm just leaving. I'm not even gonna fight you. Oh, that is what happens. Great.
We do get the 7 sword. It has 1 use. We're not going to get to equip it anyways.
Yeah, we do not get a window to equip it. And we've got our final
we go,
boss
Jordan?
fight.
Avon's like, I drank the water. This sucks. And now he's just like, actually, I am the great stage.
Of Varonis.
But yeah, bad news is we start with our status from the last fight. The good news is that we get everything recovered.
Yep.
That's nice.
And was it last hit his time?
Yes.
Is this a long fight or?
Not
Takes
that
about
long.
4 minutes. Takes like 3 to 4 minutes. It's got like 15,000-ish health. It's annoying.
Yeah. but it's going to start off by trying to debuff all of our offensive stats. This is
Which we're gonna.
the real reason we bought the cycle book.
Yeah, we can cycle all. It's gonna debuff us with a bunch, and we're just gonna cycle it all off.
Nice.
And we got some awesome music to go along with it.
Right. This is the actual like the big mechanic of it. It uses Eon, which locks 4 of your characters out. But yeah.
That's everyone all up. So yeah, this fight should be relatively straightforward from here.
Yeah, this fight's pretty consistent. Like, the big thing is we just probably need to heal once along the way, and we should be pretty fine. Unmake does random damage, so it can do very little damage once you have your defenses up, which is nice. It just has a very large damage range.
Yeah, and then there's the Gnosis attack, which sets your max HP to half of what it was. And if you had excess HP, well, it takes those away too. Sadly, you can't cycle Gnosis off.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we're doing, you know... God, like...
2,000 damage a cycle, or 1,500 or 1,800 damage a cycle.
Yeah. And also, you revive with all your buffs still intact, which is really great.
Yeah, it would make fights much less consistent.
Yeah, time is coming up very soon on this hit, and time.
Time.
Woo!
Yay!
Well done.
Yay! How badly overestimate was I?
Probably a bunch. 15, so we should clear out.
Yep. Thank you for having me. This was a great time. Sorry Ares decided to be a jerk. Shout outs again to Demarine and Netara. I love you both. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, and I'll catch you all later.
Thank you, bye.
Bye!
Well done, Leggy. Glad you were able to share this run with us. Happy to... this is my run as... And so I'm going to sign off now. Hopefully we'll see you again before too long. Please remember to let someone know that they are important to you, and we will be here for a while yet until the Sunday. So from here we're